What's up, YouTube? Ryotin here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time on my Abygale Mill deck profile. I actually am finally finished this deck. I've been playing it a lot. This is actually what I took over to my locals 2 weeks in a row. First time, I'm still very new to it, right behind the ear, and I only got 5th. It wasn't good. I barely even got store credit. Last week I did take 2nd, and that's because I misplayed by putting the wrong card into my gauge, which was I put retaliation, and it was bad. I had it planned out, but put the wrong card in the gauge, and I was murdered. But I do want to give a big shout out to Jaden Storm. If you guys are on YouTube, you watch Jaden Storm's video. He does a lot of stuff on Buddy Fight and Vanguard. I got a lot of ideas from his deck profile and Abygale, and also talked to him about it, and came up with this deck, and added my own little spicy stuff to it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So for starters, I'm running 3 Abygale SDs. It's a 2/1/1 size 0, and the fact is pay 1 gauge. And when the card is filled, there are 5 or more cards in your opponent's drop zone. You draw a card. Then there are 15 or more, destroy a monster in your opponent's field. This ability only has 1 per turn. A lot of people run this at 4. I dropped it down to 3, and just because at first I didn't notice it actually took a gauge, which again, that was me still learning the deck. But right now I'm liking 3 because when I draw it, I can always play it and it's never really dead. And a lot of times I don't want to charge it because the ability is so good. Next up, I'm running 4 of the Buddy, of course. And if anybody has a Buddy rare of Awaken, please let me know in the comments below. I am willing to trade or buy it. Alright, so this one's a 6/2/1, size 1. Call cost, pay 1 gauge. When this card enters the field, destroy a monster in your opponent's field. If you do, put the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck into the drop zone. So, just really good, quick destroy, blow something up. So, just acid and nail power. Next up, I am running 3 of the original Abygales, 6/2/1, size 1, pay 1 gauge, and destroy a card from your discard a card from your hand. If you do, destroy a monster in your opponent's field. If you destroy the monster, put cards from the top of your opponent's deck into his or drop zone equal to the size of that card. So again, a lot of wall decks, except for Thora, you can pop something on the field, especially against Jaeger. That's where this deck really shined for me, was against Jaeger. That's why I put this one at 3. Is I'm able to pop it. They mill 3, and they're already milling so much in the new Jaeger deck that it just adds to it a lot quicker. Also, really good against Zodiacs. Oh, it's amazing. I played a guy who plays Zodiacs, and he kept resting it, but at that point I didn't care about being rested. I already sideboarded. I just wanted to mill his deck. Last but not least, for Abygales, I do play 1 back Penelope Abygale, 4/2/1, size 1. This one actually does not have a call cost, which I find is really good. When this card attacks or is destroyed, put the top card of your opponent's deck to the drop zone. So very simple. You attack, mill, destroy, mill. Then, if there are 10 or more cards in your opponent's drop zone, this card attack cannot be nullified attacking alone. So again, really good. Next up, this is a nice tech I got from Jaden, which is Black Downpour Zyklon. It's a 1/2/1, size 1. But when it enters the field, it reminds your opponent's field, you can basically minus 10,000 defense from it. So again, those heavy wall decks, even against a Thor, you just really blow through it, and then do a nice link attack so it can't counteract you. It's just really good. And when the attack destroys the opponent's monster, they mill 2 cards. So again, play this at 3. It's really, really good against wall decks or just any deck, because you think a lot of the Black Dragons deck, the most is 6,000. So they're not really hitting a lot, but if you mill down to 0, there's nothing they can do. Next up, I'm running 2 Black Blast Death Napalm. It's a 2/2/2, size 1. And the fact is, when it's destroyed, you may pay a gauge. If you do, put 5 cards in your opponent's deck to drop zone. So again, I like to stick this to my center, and a lot of times we're like, well, you gotta destroy it, you give me another 5 cards. So it's really nice to use just if you need something for protection. Because a lot of times people try to get overrated, attack it, but no matter what, once it's destroyed, you're losing 5 cards. Next up, Black Diamond Zekron is a 3/1/2, size 1. When this card enters the field, put the top card of your deck in the gauge. There are 6 or more cards in your opponent's drop zone. put another card in the gauge. So this is just Gauge Excel more than anything. Next up, another tech card I put in here that I found myself leaving my center open a lot is Black Sleeper City Dimer. It's a 3/2/3, and your opponent has 3 or more cards in the drop zone. It gets +3/+3, and also the movability. So it works really well, especially if I am in Dragon Force, where I can just attack this, move it to center, protect myself. It's been working really, really well. I might actually bump this up to 3. Next, my last size 2 is Black Company. It's a 4/3/4 size 2. And when this card is destroyed, put the top 2 cards of each rider's deck drop zone and gain life. So again, another card I put in the center, just have it there where, destroy it, you losing 2 and I'm getting a life. So not a bad card. I really like it. It does have a lot of combos in the deck. But this is one of the cards I might drop down to add more for this. Because just that movability has saved me so much. Next up, my impacts. I am running only 1 Death Violence. It's a 10/2/6 size 3 impact monster. You pay 4 gauge, destroy 1 or more black dragon on your field. So again, it can pop all these skills from destroy. Every card enters the field during your final phase. There are 10 or more cards for the drop zone. Nullify the abilities of all cards in the field and destroy them. And I did find out this will also negate spikes first, and then everything else in the field and destroy everything. So it can wipe out Prism Dragons. It can also wipe out, I think it wipes out Ambush, but the Ambush is more of a drop zone. So you know the answer to that question, leave it down below. And when this card attacks, there are 20 or more cards in the drop zone. This turn it gets triple attack. So it can do 6. I run this 1 at 1 because just the gauge part is just so heavy, and it's really just to use cards that can't be destroyed by card effects. But again, that's why I bumped Banish Death Hole up to 2. It's an 8/3/8 size 3. Pay 3 gauge, destroy a black dragon on the field. Now this card enters the field in the final phase, destroy all monsters on the field other than this card. And there are 6 or more cards you put in the drop zone, gets +3 crit. Then there's 12 or more, can be nullified. So this is more of my finisher impact card. Onto the spells. 4 Black Dragon Shields, of course. If you take any kind of damage, reduce 0, gain 1 life. So it's really good against decks that can, get over your monsters, just reduce it, gain a life. Next up, 4 Black Cloth Blades. For this one, when you attack an opponent's turn, you do a monster in the center. Nullify attack, put the top card into the drop zone. So again, really good. It's free, block stuff. And then I'm running 3 Noble Sacrifices. So this one, pay 1 gauge, destroy a black dragon monster on your field. You gain 2 life and draw a card. So again, what I said before, it procs really well with this. You destroy it, you gain 3 life and you get to draw a card. So it's really, really good. Next up, 2 Death Grips. Pay a gauge, destroy side 2 or less monster on the field. Again, I like to do this again a lot against bots. Like when soon it goes to my turn, pop it. Get rid of it. Don't have to worry about it. Also, you can use it to pop any cards on your field. Like Napalm, to just, blow up stuff. I am running 2 Black Drains. I know it's an oldie, but it's still a goodie to me. Put the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck into her drop zone. Put the top card of your deck into her gauge. So I like this one a lot more than Scarface. Yes, Scarface can prop off a lot with retaliation, but the likelihood of having both in your hand at the same time, very unlikely. But a free meal and a gauge support, you can't go wrong with that. Last for the gauge support is 3 Soul Steals. So you put top 2 cards in the deck, your opponent has 10 or more, you put 3. 3 Abyss Symphonies, simple, pay a gauge, draw 2 cards, draw power. And on to the items. I run 1 Blood Drain Sword. So this one's a good I'm scared card, I call it, where it's like either you take it or you don't take it. If you take it, I'm going to plus. So this one, it has Shadow Die, pay a gauge, take 1 damage. So you can attack for 1, and then attack hits, you draw a card. Next up, I am running only 2 Dragon Force. This one is still one of my favorite ones because it just helps so much with the deck. Where you pay 2 gauge, and you're going to call your abygale on your field, you do 6 life or less, and it can can return to the hand, can be destroyed. Then once it attacks, you put the top 3 cards upon the deck to the drop zone, gain a life, and if they negate it, they put another 3 and gain a life. So it's you're going to take it or you're not going to take it at this point. And then I just run 1 retaliation. where, again, if you're about to lose, you can play this game life, but you have to make sure to come back next turn to kill, because this deck really doesn't have a lot of life support besides the 5 cards that I showed. But other than that, I'm really enjoying this deck so much. I do appreciate Jaden Storm talking to me about what he did, what he didn't like, how to, you know, work on the ratios for it. But Abygale is one of my favorite decks right now, and I cannot wait for the new support. And yeah, that's about it for this one. So guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any question how to prove this deck more, just drop it down below. Peace out.